Wait, what the fuck did you call me, Div? Brad is a right pisser. Ha ha ha. Oh, no.
Get your finger away from there. I see it. Put your fingers away from my dice.
That doesn't sound suggestive.
Well, look what I do with my dice.
Oh, look, my old UI. Holy shit. Well, not my old one. My old 4.3 UI that I haven't used in forever. Because I don't play many games in 4x3. At least I haven't in a while. So I haven't updated my layout. What'd you do to your die? Oh, God.
Get your fingers away from my dice.
What the fuck? I tried to roll the bottom dice. Look what happens.
I broke the game.
Levitate. What's the rolling button though?
That's funny. All right. Where were we?
If you just pick it up and hit basically just random, it'll roll it. Just random roll it.
Yeah, just press R on it. Give the leader token to the player who was most recently. Give the curse clock to the leader. Place the character tokens at the castle entrance. Set 5 combat dice aside in reach of all players. A 6th combat die is included with the game, but is only used in certain circumstances, which will be indicated on cards when necessary. Leave the 6th die. Leave the 6th die in the box unless it is needed. If applicable, turn over the first map card. Read its effects aloud, then give the 3 movement dice to the player to begin the game.
So we don't do anything with these starting locations cards? By the sounds of it?
If applicable, turn over the first map card. It doesn't specify. What the hell is this? These aren't marked.
Oh, okay, that's an encounter die. All right.
But what's this?
Combat.
Those are locations. I think. These look like locations.
Pantry, alchemy, laboratory,
and nightmare.
Long one. Huh.
I think those are.
Enlisted.
I'm sorry. Were you reading that? There's enough food here for all of you to. This is locations. Okay, these are locations. These are starting locations. Let me go to page. Which was it? Map deck. See page 12 for more info.
Get back here.
What'd you do?
I was rolling with the dice to fill off the board, then it glitched. It kept like popping into the middle of the board. I pick it up, it fly up in the air every time I try to pick it up.
Nice.
So don't let your dice fall off the board.
Okay, page 12. Page 12 is not the map deck. Okay. Page 13 in the PDF is. The map deck is an optional game mechanic which introduces more chaos and provides unique conditions for each of the 6 stages in the game. If you use the map deck, you may either draw 6 of the normal location cards or 5 and 1 starting location. Starting locations may only be used for the first stage on the board and are meant to ease the players into the game, help with leveling up early, and if a player is using Soma, it will ensure Soma obtains at least 1 soul early in the game. The starting locations show the castle entrance in the lower right corner of the card. Back. See the image to the right. Okay. So let us do 5 locations and then the starting locations. So I'm going to shuffle the locations. I'm going to pull the top one out. So the top one, the one we're not getting is the Shrine of the Apostates. If you
might want to blow those cards up a bit.
I will. So I'm going to throw this one over here because we're not using it. Oh, that might be a little too big. High octane action in a board game? Okay, those are about the same size. Oh, all right. So I'm going to pull a starting location, and that'll be our starting location, and I'll move the rest over here. Okay, so we will start in a ghost ship. All monsters encountered in this stage are transformed into ghosts. Okay, lovely. Don't know if that's good or bad. So where does this go? Okay, so note, some locations will not work in the alternate game modes. See variants page 20 for more information. Also, if you are playing a solo game, nope. Okay, starting location. All starting locations work the same way. See the example to the right. Each one guarantees you only fight one type of monster while you are in the first stage of the game. All of these are fairly weak monsters which drop hearts, and all have a soul for Soma. If you are using one of those locations, when you draw a monster, no matter what it is, refer to the location card and use the stats included, including drops, shown there instead of what is on the actual monster card. As soon as the boss of the first stage has been defeated, shuffle all discarded monsters back into the encounter deck so that they can still be encountered later in their true forms. If you return to the first stage later on, you will still only fight the type of monsters shown on the location, but do not reshuffle them again. This is only done the first time the stage is completed. Also, once the stage 1 boss has been defeated, you no longer gain experience for any monsters in stage 1, should you decide to return there later. This only applies when using one of the starting location cards. Okay. There we go. Let me go back up to... Alright. Okay, so leave the 6th in the box, turn over the, if applicable, turn over the first map card, read the specs aloud, then give the 3 movement dice to the leader to begin the game. 3 movement dice. Where's the movement dice?
Movement. Well, I got 2 movement dice and an encounter die, so.
Take mine.
Well, yeah, but is that what that means?
Wait.
The game begins with the leader rolling the movement dice. Before rolling for movement at the start of each player's turn, as long as they are not still in combat...
Okay. This encounter die is also one of the movement dice. So
okay.
Take that back.
Okay.
So I roll all 3 of these then?
Yes. Okay, so that's a 1 and a 2, and that's cocked, so you want to re-roll that one? Oh, well, re-roll all of them.
I got better. Oh, yes. Those 2 go by themselves. They're separated enough they're not going to interfere with each other.
Okay.
And then roll this up. There, done. I'm not rolling anything else. Done. That's it.
You have to click away before you click on more objects. Okay.
Okay, so basically I got a bat,
a 5 and a 3.
And a 3.
Alright, so before rolling for movement at the start of each player's turn, as long as they are not still in combat from a previous turn, they have the option to change their equipment as needed, including swapping your primary weapon for another you have already unlocked, which we haven't. Changing a piece of clothing armor, changing to a different sub-weapon, again, only if it has already been unlocked by leveling up, etc. Oh, that was the end of a sentence. Okay. There is no heart cost to change equipment at the start of a turn unless you already engaged with a monster from a previous turn. At the beginning of the game, you will not have much equipment to change, but you will start picking up items and unlocking new abilities as you go. As a result of the movement roll, the leader moves and or gains hearts, and if a bat is rolled, she will draw an encounter card. The encounter is resolved. See monsters, combat, and events on page 8 through 12. And the movement dice passes clockwise to the next player. Once each player has taken a turn, and it is the leader's turn again, the leader must advance the stage hand of the clock, inner circle, by 1, and then proceed to take his or her turn.
Okay, the inner circle? The curse clock?
Yes.
As in the 1 through 7?
Yes. So you're going to need another token. So let's just give you a curse token to make it different.
Okay.
Okay, so where does it start? I think it just starts on 1. And I think once it goes all the way around, then the outer goes. I think that's how it is.
All right.
Okay. So, and the player...
I rolled 8 and a bat.
So move the appropriate number of spaces either forward or backward. Must move the full amount of the roll in either direction. You may only stop your movement short if you choose to stop on a space next to another player or on a space with an event marker.
Okay. I have an encounter, so...
Yes. So, or on a space with an event marker, see event. You may just stop your movement next to an event or player without actually attempting the event or assisting the player if they are in battle. These are always optional actions. Okay, with the curse clock. Okay. There's actually There's actually hands for this thing.
Where?
That's a bag of encounters. Heart markers, manual. Oh, holy shit.
What the hell? Okay.
I think
Dice tower.
these are for
Yeah,
rolling die.
basically, you drop your dice in them and it rolls them for you.
My dice is a little too big, though.
Make them smaller.
I'm not going to use this thing.
I'll use it.
I'll use it.
Yeah, my dice don't fit in. That's too finicky. Fuck that thing. It's not... Oh, fuck it. I put it in the manual bag. It's not more setup. It's just that we're also trying to get used to the tabletop sim stuff, too. And we're trying to play right and all that. Okay. So where the fuck are the hands to the clock, then?
I do not know where the hands of the clock are.
All right, well, if someone finds them...
Well, there's a bag that said the curse clock.
That actually might be it.
Difficulty clock. No, that's empty. Richter's empty. Counters, markers. That's just generic counters, right?
Yeah. Huh. Here, I can check the.
Towers,
I can check. I can
relics,
check the.
manual.
I can check the objects.
Okay.
Castlevania. It might have gotten fucked somewhere.
No problem. I'll just do this real quick. And
Clock. Oh, Mike. There. Here. I have a clock over here, but it says 0. I have a clock bag. Okay, so there's the clock again. Curse hand. Stage hand. Oh! These are just little markers. They're not the full. So where did those markers go? They're right there. Okay.
Okay. I guess that works.
It's better than putting stone and curse markers on it. We were just going to do the shit cheap way. All right, so stage hand is the inner. No.
no, curse clock is inner. Stage hand's outer.
Well, hold on. The inner circle of numbers 1 through 7, stage clock, indicate the current turn.
Okay.
And we can make these a little bit bigger. Okay. Not that big, but I like the enthusiasm. Okay. We'll deal with the clock in a minute, or do we need to deal with it now?
No. It only advances after all three of us are gone.
Sure. Okay. So monsters. One of the two types of
yeah.
cards.
I got an encounter. So what do I draw?
You draw an encounter card. Draw a card from the encounter deck. But since we were on the ghost ship, it immediately becomes a ghost. So we'll leave it. We'll leave it here for now. Yeah, but
because it gets shuffled back in afterwards.
Yes. Okay. So let's go to combat. Combat. Monsters. Combat. Okay. When you draw a monster, unless you choose to run, you immediately begin fighting it. In most battles, you will roll the 5 combat dice. As mentioned previously, the 6th combat die is not used unless specifically indicated on a card. When rolling the combat dice, you are only attacking with your currently equipped primary weapon. The dice results are as follows. The blue sword icon, player hits the enemy once for the damage value of his or her equipped primary weapon, plus any damage modifiers based on weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's actually a bit of a problem with 2 hands. Yeah, it's okay.
I'm sorry?
I'm just reading chat, sorry. It's okay, but we don't have 2 hands. Tabletops, if we were playing in VR, we would. Oh god, that'd be fucking awesome to play it in VR. I can save, I just haven't. I should, just to be safe.
Yes.
It also auto-saves. Okay. Huh. Alright, so the blue icon. Player hits the enemy once for the damage value of his or her equipped primary weapon, plus any damage modifiers based on weaknesses, or item bonuses. Reduce the enemy HP accordingly. It is helpful for each player to have a calculator or handy to track their own monster's HP, which is what these counters are for. So, health counter, what's this one? Boss Dracula health. Okay, so I'll take a counter, and you guys each take a counter as well. For weaknesses, see monsters on page 8. We will in a second. The purple sickle icon. Enemy hits the player once for its attack value. Again, adjust the total damage if you are wearing equipment to protect you, or if the enemy's attack is altered due to difficulty level or event stage conditions. The food icon, heal 1 HP immediately. This also acts as a shield of sorts, as all pot roasts rolled are deducted from the total damage taken from enemy attacks. So if an enemy has an attack of 3 and hits me once, and I also roll 2 pot roasts and 2 swords, I only take 1 damage instead of the normal 3, and also hit the enemy twice. So the swords are your hits. The sickle is the enemy hits, and the pot of meat is healing or a shield. All right, so go ahead and roll your 5 dice.
Actually, goes out of the way. There.
Oh, Jesus! You kicked this thing's ass, essentially. All right, so you rolled 4. You rolled 4 blue die and a health die. So you don't need to heal, and he doesn't do any damage to you. So you do 8 damage. Player hits the enemy once for the damage value of his or her equipped primary weapon, plus any damage modifiers based on weakness. So this is a blue, the short sword. It's a blue icon. I think that's what it doesn't have. Oh, it's weak to holy. I see. So if one of your weapons has a holy, so like I have got holy water, so it's got one of the holy symbols and a water symbol. If it was weak to holy, it would do extra damage. If it would, okay, cool. That's actually pretty easy to figure out. So you did 8 times 4. I think you murdered the ghost.
Soul steal.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Next.
Except in some cases, when a card allows you to re-roll, you will almost always only roll the combat dice once per turn. This is where your secondary attacks come in. It is usually advisable to start the game with an attack spell or sub-weapon as opposed to some sort of passive ability, because you will want a secondary line of offense to help you get through the early stages. Except for when you utterly fuck things in the ass. That's commentary by me, that's not in the PDF.
Secretly, it is in the PDF.
Yeah. If you are unable to defeat the monster in one turn, you remain engaged with it until your next turn, when you will roll again and continue where you left off, meaning you will be unable to move, obtain hearts, or have another encounter on your next turn. Okay, so because it looks like it only drops 1 heart, so move your heart counter up 1. Remember, the clock is ticking, so if you encounter a powerful monster in an early level and it will take you several turns to defeat it, sometimes it is best to just run away rather than waste time and fall behind the other players. Another player may decide to stop within 2 spaces of you and help out if you need it. If another player does stop to help you and they also roll a bet on their movement roll, your monster does not count as their encounter. They will help you with your monster first, either just throwing a few secondary attacks at it or rolling for combat, and whether they kill it or not, they still draw a separate encounter card after. Assuming the second player does not kill your monster, you are not locked into combat with it. Only the person who originally encountered the monster is required to either fight or run. Anyone stopping to help out still has the option to just walk away on their next movement roll.
Okay.
So either, yeah.
I obliterated it. So basically, nothing on equipment yet, right? Nothing on gained equipment.
I don't think you gained anything besides a heart.
Okay. In case,
Important
in case you're next.
Important note: this is a co-op game. Stopping to assist in combat should always be a mutual agreement. If you are doing fine on time and think you can handle the monster easily on your next turn, say so, and tell the other player to move on ahead. If the player refuses and proceeds to kill steal, they may choose to let you have the item drops, and that is up to them. But the experience always goes to the person who inflicted the killing blow. It is not shared. If you find yourself playing with a person who would do something like this after you ask them not to, calmly explain to them how friendship and co-op games work, and then, as is custom, roll up your sleeves, grab them by the collar, lift and escort them away from the table, through the foyer and out of your house, exchanging annoyed looks and or obscene gestures through the shrinking gap as the door swings shut. Did you lock it? Good. You never know who those kill stealers are. They're a shifty bunch. That was actually in the PDF. So apparently,
yeah, that sounded like it was.
So apparently, if one of you are dicks, I get to beat you up.
Yeah, go ahead. Reach through my computer.
When a monster's HP is reduced
VR.
to 0, when a monster's HP is reduced to 0, the monster dies. You gain 1 experience. You level up once you have 6. The monster drops heart. If the monster drops hearts, take the number of hearts indicated in the drop box of the card. If the drop box shows an item chest and a number, draw that number of item cards from the item deck as mentioned previously. If it drops a specific item, keep the monster card with your other items. Treat it as a normal item card and discard when used. So this is pretty much nothing.
Yeah, so I pretty much got the 1 heart from the ghost critter, and then basically went up 1 experience.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
And we'll find out later what happens when you actually go up.
Here's an example of how combat goes. I don't need to know. Though his character sheet looks much more filled in than ours. Mine, I think we did it right. We should only have pretty much the 2 things.
Yeah. I only got 2 things.
Starting equipment: whip of alchemy, 1 sub weapon, or a special accessory. Okay. And then...
Okay, I'm going to stop doing that before I make myself dizzy.
Starting equipment, short sword. Okay. So it is my turn? Okay.
Yes, it's your turn now. We're going clockwise, so...
Alright, so let me roll... So I move 5, 9, and I encounter something. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then it doesn't really matter what I encounter, but
not right now. But that was the item deck. Yeah, that's correct.
So it would. Damn it! She's weak to water. I have a... Oh, look at that HP, though. Oh, my God. Look at the HP on the Valhalla Knight that you would have had to fight. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm so glad we did this. Cool. I mean, we would have been getting dropped, but... Alright, so I need to essentially... I just need to roll 1 damage die. I have 17 damage for my Vampire Killer Whip.
You only have to roll 1... You only want to roll 1 die?
No, I have to roll all 5.
Yeah.
But
yeah, okay.
I only need to roll 1 to kill it.
You made it sound like you're going to only roll 1.
No.
That's all. Okay.
And it hits me twice. Uh-oh, yes. Okay, so it does 2 attack to me, and I'm not weak to its... I don't think I'm weak to it. I think that's what that means. It's a bad attack.
Oddly enough, according to my sheet, I actually gain hearts on those sickles.
Really? Okay, that's cool. My special is a sub-weapon crashes, which is me exploding. Because what? I'm sorry.
Exactly. Continue.
I don't know what exactly. Oh, anyways, I kill it, but I go down 2 health. So 1, 2. So my health counter's down. and it is dead. It is like dead,
Obliterated.
fucking dead. Yes. Okay. So
So
now
basically, you get 1 heart and you go up 1 experience nodule.
right. Okay. Bloop and bloop. Your turn, man.
Alrighty then.
All right. So you're gonna want your
Wait a second.
movement dice. Yes.
Well, actually, yeah, Leon's was next, and then we actually just went counterclockwise.
We did.
Oh,
Continue.
We'll
do-
go. Continue. We'll just go in counterclockwise. Let's house roll.
It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter.
If you screw up, you keep going.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Go.
We only screwed up if we say, all right, we screwed up. Ooh, so you move 10, and you get an encounter as well.
Yeah, there's also a special rule if you roll doubles.
Right there. Oh, there.
Yeah, there is a special
1, 2,
rule if you roll
3, 4,
doubles.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What's the special rule?
Yeah, what is that?
If you roll doubles on a number or double candles during a movement, draw an item from the item deck.
Oh, fuck
You
you.
may also optionally reroll 1 die in order to move a little further in the same direction or gain a heart.
Ooh. I think early on we should probably go for an item.
Because candles give you hearts.
Right.
Mm.
I think you should go for an item.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab an item.
Okay, let's see what you get. Rotten Durian.
P.U.
He lost 8 HP for moving.
God damn it.
What does that say? Move your hand. Or I can hit
Introduced
Alt.
you to a whole new world of
unpleasant.
pleasant odors.
Don't forget, guys. If you hover over something, you can press Alt to see the full art, so you don't have to zoom all the way in like I'm trying to.
Yeah, because
Okay.
even a fresh durian smells horrible. It's supposed to taste really good, but the smell is like
Okay,
yeah.
so you need to drop your health counter down by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You
6,
need those
7,
roast
8,
beefs. You need those those pot roasts.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Now
There.
I basically I advanced
Yeah.
the curse 1. The state right?
Let me double check just to be sure. I think so. I think you move the inner one first.
Yes.
Yeah, I still got an encounter though.
You did get. Oh, yeah, he's not done. He did get an encounter.
Oh crap! That's right. You just screwed up. Okay.
No, well, it's okay. What the hell? It's not a monster. I keep zooming in. As you are wandering through the Garden of Madness, you happen upon an interesting and delicious-looking plant, and now you're poisoned yourself.
The luck today.
And now you've poisoned yourself. All right, so let's keep this with you because you're poisoned, and I don't know how to resolve that yet.
Well, there's a poison tokens. Oh, in that case, let me.
Is there? Oh, I see. Okay, I'll put this back up there then.
Oh, by the way, if you pause, if you want to pause right now because we're about ready to finish off the first turn. Scrolling down to page 7 is the curse clock.
Okay,
The
what
whole
about
thing
it?
on the curse clock, as in, like what we're supposed to do with everything.
The inner circle of numbers 1 through 7 stage clock indicate the current turn. This hand advances after each full round. Once every player has taken a turn and the leader begins his or her next turn, players have 7 full rounds to complete each stage without consequence. Oh. So we have to get to the boss room and then either defeat it. It doesn't specify. I assume defeat it. That would be completing a stage, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so
when the
defeating.
boss, the current stage is defeated, the curse hand stays where it is, and the stage hand returns to 1, and the leader token is passed to the next active player after the player who defeated the boss. So, example, pretty much, if let's say Brad defeats the boss, it would go basically. It would the control the clock would go to the next player.
Oh. So the next player becomes the
leader.
boss. The leader.
It's basically until the next boss is defeated. Yes. Okay. The curse hand begins at noon. Players have 12 hours to complete the game. If at any point the curse hand goes completely around the clock and back to midnight, the players immediately lose the game. The cursed hand can advance in the following ways. If the stage clock has expired before the boss, the current stage is defeated. The cursed hand move advances 1 hour on the leader's turn each round until the stage is complete. Oh,
So it moves.
Ow.
It moves fast if we're stuck.
exactly. If a player is killed, the cursed hand advances by 1 hour.
Oh.
If a curse card is drawn, the cursed hand advances by 1 hour.
Oh, motherfucker.
Various other events can cause the cursed hand to move either forward or backwards.
I am so glad we picked normal. Oh, hey, look. Okay, so the Nightmare normal. Outer clock, curse counter advanced by 1 each time a player is killed when a card says to do so or when too much. Oh, were you just reading this?
No, I'm reading manual.
Oh,
because read the PDF.
Okay. Outer clock, curse counter advanced by 1 each time a player is killed when a card says to do so or when too much time is spent on a single stage. Inner clock, turn counter, 7 turns per stage. After turn 7 ends, curse increases by 1 at the start of each turn. So the stage counter resets if we beat the stage, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
But the curse hand
doesn't.
stays put.
Oh. Okay, so stage 1 no change. Stage 2 monsters plus 10 HP, boss plus 58. So everything gets harder.
Yes, I will double check the reading of that one more time.
Why did we pick normal?
Because why not?
Yeah.
What the
Stage hand
hell?
returns normal, and the curse hand stays where it is. So yeah.
Classic mode.
So technically, we have 7 turns to beat the boss of each stage. By the way,
where the fuck did that just go?
Put into the Lord of Castle mode.
Okay,
Yeah.
where did
by the way, on the normal thing,
Uh-huh.
if you look at the stages, also look at the hit points and such.
On the
Stage 2, the monsters plus 10 hit points,
Yes.
and bosses plus 50.
Yes.
So basically, as you go further and further in, they're getting harder and harder and
Yep.
harder that way as well.
Yes.
We're screwed,
Motherfucker.
aren't we?
No, we're not.
It's Castlevania.
It is Castlevania. It's a balls hard game. We'll do it. We'll get it. It might take us 4 hours, but we'll get there. Okay. So it's your turn,
I
Xaren.
don't have 4 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alrighty.
You guys don't?
No.
Oh.
I know I don't.
I rolled
gotta
2.
work
I
with it.
rolled 2, and I got a bat.
Well, the cool thing
So-
is that we can save this and come back to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can save it.
Okay. Now, the thing is, if I'm actually going to land on somebody,
Does it matter?
well, I don't think we can share a space, can we?
I don't see why not.
Actually, easy way to think was movement. That should be one of the previous sections.
Roll movement dice. Second barely if you can't defeat a monster. It doesn't say anything about us not being able to take.
In the same spot.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that.
All right. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll just say that you can share the share spot until told otherwise. So
There's literally nothing about anything on the same space.
You just missed
So, yeah.
you just missed a bunch of setup and us figuring out the game, so you haven't missed too much,
yeah.
thankfully. I'm gonna make us slightly smaller because if we're gonna, I didn't realize about us occupying the same space.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna be an idiot, and I'm gonna grab an item as well.
Because you rolled double.
Yes, double
Okay.
2, 1,
Okay.
and
Ooh. Well, you don't need it. Could we give it?
Can I take it?
There is trading. I did see some words about trading.
so technically, you still have your rotten durian, but
Well, hold on.
You want it?
no.
Well, then hold on. Let's go to item cards then, real quick.
Yes,
Okay, combat.
because to be fair,
Events.
I'm still at full hit points at the moment, and I would have no issue with offering.
Most characters can
And
equip.
take it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Well, you still have one.
Aye.
It doesn't. There is no. What? Holy crap! There's a lot of variant versions to this game.
There's a lot of variants of Castlevania.
That's true. There's an equipment. So it shows equipment, but it doesn't There's no items. I guess these are actually considered what?
Like you killed the critter that's item dropped to the ground kind of thing.
Encounters. So where's the encounter section? Be near the monsters.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, can we just have a house rule and say here, if you can't use it and someone else can, kill it?
Because there is trading. I did because when I went to the relics section, because to beat the game we need to get the relics. And it was saying that you can't trade them specifically. It's specified you cannot trade relics.
Relics. Well, yeah, the relics can't be traded. In other words, basically pieces of Dracula. That's different.
Relics are not used in classic mode. What? We didn't do classic mode, did we?
No.
Okay. Sure, relics, but I don't know about trading. It doesn't, and control F trading doesn't tell me anything. Foxit PDF has finished searching this document and no matches were found. Oh.
Yeah, it's weird stuff. Okay.
So there is mentions of trading, but only with an event character. Only with events. Yeah. Okay. Oh, here we go. Librarian event. This card allows you to either trade item cards or sacrifice abilities you have unlocked in exchange for random upgrades. That's not the same thing.
That's not it.
If I'm playing Leon or another player with special armor items in their skill deck, can these items be traded to other players? No, these characters' special items are equipped. Okay.
Yeah, but that's special items.
They cannot be traded to other players. In order to win the game, all players carrying relics cannot be traded between players, must reach the end of the 6th stage before the curse clock strikes 12. Once all 5 relics are on the final space, so they don't. Okay, so that's why they can't be traded, but we all need to bring them together to summon Dracula.
Yeah.
And then we fight Dracula.
So then, I say yes, but there's no section for items.
Because pretty much I think
do they happen automatically?
Well, look at
item.
Look at your board. Look at your board. You actually have a space for equipment, which equipment bits do come from the item deck.
Yes.
Some of these items are like one use. Okay, they drop down. You picked it up. It's done.
Yes.
Consumables. Immediate consumables.
Item cards consist of single-use items such as food, potions, or disposable attack items, and also different types of armors. Items are not used in classic mode. Well, we're not playing classic mode. That's all it says on items.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say this. It dropped to me. He's in the same spot as me. He can have mine.
Okay.
Besides, remember, we all have to get there, so.
Actually, I'm on the same spot as you, but.
Oh.
It was talking about if you're within 2 squares, you can choose to help them fight a monster.
Yeah.
So I would say that within 2 squares or within 1 square, you could also trade. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, okay. So now it's time for me to get my card.
Okay.
The card, not the deck.
And let's see what you would have fought. Oh, Jesus.
98.
Well, I'm
Good thing you're fighting a ghost.
So I just add 6.
Well, let's see.
Ooh, okay, so it attacks you twice. You attack it twice, and but you buffer 1. So what was its damage? Its attack is 1, but 2. So you only take 1 damage.
Yep.
Because you buffered it, and
it's
dead.
And it's obliterated.
It's dead.
And I gained 2 hearts from the sickles plus 1 heart from the actual ghost.
Yeah.
And an experience orb, not the board, the orb.
Yeah, it's a little tricky to click, but we get it.
There you go. Okay.
All right,
next
so
turn.
I'll go. Let me roll.
Wait. We're learning. Yes.
Wait, what?
So I just add 6 HP for the green tea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, basically, while Brad's taking care of everything, I'm gonna basically look up your thing on poison real quick.
Oh yeah, shit, that too. So yes, but I think that's a good. If it's not explicitly said, I think that's a good house rule. If we're near each other and we pull an instant use item, we have the opportunity to trade it. So say if he was on like 2 health and he got a -6 item, but he's near me, he could give it to me to eat. Because it has to be able to work both ways. You can't. Oh, I have to take the negative items instantly, but we can trade positive items. I think that's a little. You have to either be able to.
Actually, I was about to say, sharing items on your turn, you may give but not receive one item to another player within 2 spaces of you. On the other player's turn, you may pass item to. They may pass item to you as well if they're within range.
Oh.
So yeah. That works.
So you did.
I basically gave him the item.
So on your turn, you found it. They were within range, and you traded it to them. Okay.
Yes.
So that is a rule. Trading is a rule.
Well, they just can't give something back to me on that same turn.
Okay, but so
basically, when their turns are going on, they can choose to give something to me if I'm still within range.
But here's the other question I have: are these instant use items, or can we use them whenever?
Usually the foods and poisons, whatever. Usually that happens immediately.
That's what I think too. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you didn't really need it, so.
No.
Right. So it happens immediately, but you can have it happen immediately to someone else.
Status effect. Here we are. Poison. Take 3 poison status markers. At the beginning of each of your next 3 turns, remove 1 poison marker and lose 3 hit points. So you need 2 more of those markers. At the beginning of your turn, you're going to lose 3 hit points, and you're going to put the marker back.
Oh, there you go. Damn. Okay, so you have 3. So at the start of every turn, you lose a poison marker, and every poison marker you lose is 3 HP.
Yes.
So be really happy he fucking healed you.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
I think I would have been dead.
Okay, we're starting to pick up the pace here, so.
Yeah, we're starting to pick it up. It goes slow in the beginning. All right, so I'll go ahead and roll. 8 in a combat, so that's not me. I'm not Leon. I'm not Alucard. I'm Richter. Oh, so you're actually not on the same space as me. Never mind. I thought you were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I rolled an 8, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, and then
encounter.
An encounter.